siya born with. Probably rehearsing. Things off work.
First, I would say na gets ko naman kung bakit ganyan yung perception sa esports because ever since we were children siguro sa school, yung definition ng sports is yung mga ginagawa sa PE, so more physicality-based types of activities. So baka mahirap pa din to consider a game where you're technically just sitting down and the movement is limited to siguro hands as a tradition, as a sport.
That's very
But at the same time, I would ask those people to consider and look at the values that we share with traditional sports athletes, which is discipline, competitive spirit, and dedication, and also just the sheer number of hours of practice. And yun talaga yung similarity.
Mas even, I think, yung competition. Kasi, unlike traditional sports, may kita mo yung gap between yung physicality differences ng bawat athletes eh. With it comes to esports, onti lang yung differences with physicality. So parang mentally dapat mas prepared ka, mas stronger ka sa opponents mo. So it's a bit straining din sa mga players natin.
To be honest, I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. I said taunt. Just go for a taunt.
Yeah,
It's just a 1-1, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you get something else later for the turn. Look at that smile.
I would have liked if the music sergeant.
See, because if you don't have taunts, basically that's how it is.
And I would have liked to see this just.
Well, for one, mental health as a whole, not just in esports, marami pang hindi naniniwala na totoo yun. And then when you add that stigma with the stigma of esports not really being a real sport, parang put together sobrang niche na ata ng profession of an esports therapist or something like that. But I think it would help a lot because there are a lot of esports athletes who face burnout to extreme levels.
Both players in kill range here. There's a down three. The win got this. The down one right below. Jules.
Backing up. He is in the red. Nice vicious stomp to add a little pressure to Jules, who's going to engage first.
Oh, the vicious stomp comes in once again. There's a down back to Amuda. Jules.
Oh, wow. The rage drive. Excellent call from Jules. Now it's 2-2.
The nice block from Jules, unable to convert the drop layer combo, and there's the rising to this time. Gonna be able to reach the wall.
The rising to, oh my God.
So, yung pressure dyan, taka yung kaba, sobra. Kasi naranasan ko na kasi yun eh. Tapos yung sobrang bilis ng tibok ng puso mo. Kasi kabadong-kabado ka na, hindi mo alam kung ano mangyayari. Naranasan ko na yun eh. Mahirap, sobra, kasi kada galaw mo, kailangan sakto. Kailangan lang talaga naming maging fit. Kailangan namin maging physically fit. Kaya ako, nag-gym ako, tsaka nagsiswimming ako. Kailangan ko rin maging mentally and emotionally fit. Kasi kailangan yung full focus mo sa laro eh. Wala kang iniisip na iba. Kailangan healthy ka tuwing maglalaro ka. Kailangan sakto yung tulog mo. Kailangan kumain ka ng tama. Kailangan yun.
The way that I balance it out is that I try to give them a structure on what they're supposed to do per day, and not to give them a lot of tasks that's gonna mentally strain them, you know? So a lot of positivity, you know, make sure to focus on the good things, make sure to tell them they have the best jobs in the world because they are getting paid, they have a job, and they're playing their favorite video game. So I always tell them that there's something positive about this. Sometimes you're gonna be sad because you lost, and that's okay. Wins and losses are part of the competition. So.
There's also the element of control and competence and reward system. Immediately you can get a medal or a trophy, even if it's virtual. There's immediate feedback that you are progressing. That's very important, okay? So the idea of being in control, having the freedom to pursue a goal, and that goal will be affirmed when you receive a medal and a trophy, immediately affirms your efforts. Okay, unlike, for example, training for sports or physical activity, it takes some time. It takes some time.
He's clearing only 3. So, it only summons a minion in your turn. The damage.
It's just one, yeah, right. On your turn, right.
It's on your turn.
Still, right?
So
maximum usability on that card is after you draw those free cards. If you don't use them,
it gets discarded.
Yeah, so that's pretty. Mana is pretty big. It's
4 mana is pretty big because in this deck you want to get the tempo out. So I think
the competition is real. Just because it's virtual doesn't mean that it's less demanding and less stressful than the actual kinesthetic type traditional form of sports.